Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is Violent Space Chef Dan Ryan.
I like that one. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll take it.
It's pretty PO'd. As
really
April draws to a close, thus arrives the inevitable 10, 20, 30, 40, where we talk about notable game releases from decades past. Will the PS2 have another banger of a month? Damn, I knew I was going to mess that up. It's really hard to say. Let me try again. Don't panzer your dragoons, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
I'll panzer my dragoons in front of everyone. Doesn't matter.
Don't get your dragoons in a panzer, there's why.
Doesn't work, but I like it.
It works. It works so hard. Hi, everyone. This is episode 615. It's the week of April 24th, 2026, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the hell else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, let me talk to you about my refrigerator. Let me talk to you about my refrigerator, Dan.
I'm excited to hear this story because I haven't heard this story yet. This is raw dogging it right on the podcast.
This is real. Okay, so you remember, like about a year ago, I had a guy come out to try to fix my refrigerator, and he was like, "Oh, here's the problem that's going on with your water situation here is that you've been using the cheap filters. And cheap filters that you get online, they could have anything in them, like cardboard, a cat litter, or whatever. Like, and it's probably something got out of it and messed with this filter thingy down there, and that's what's causing the water to go bad, and that's what caused a backup, and that's what's causing this water to leak and freeze all over the back of your fridge. So I would fix this for you, except down in your basement, right over here, you've got all these piercing valves, and those things have been outlawed because they're extremely dangerous, and if anything goes wrong with any sort of pressure, one of them could burst and mess up all kinds of stuff. So I'm not going to touch this until you get this whole plumbing situation figured out down here. No one's going to touch your fridge until that gets solved." I was like, well, shit.
So does that mean that there is a non-zero chance that as we are recording this podcast, your head could explode from shrapnel? Because that is so sad, but also exciting.
Used to have been the case, but no, because I got that fixed because we wanted the fridge to, fucking function again. So I coughed up the 900 cunt gargling dollars so that I could get those pipes fixed, and then they got fixed. But because it costs 900 vagina swilling dollars, I no longer had any money to fix my goddamn fridge. So we waited for a whole year.
I don't know why cunt gargling is so fucking funny. It's just that mental image is it's beautiful.
Hi, Ellie. Can you come down? I just started the show.
No, and he's saying cunt gargling a bunch, and you're a small child. You should avoid that.
You probably shouldn't come down right now. Is he okay? Are they bleeding? Are they still attached? Okay, then we're good. Let me know if they fall off. Okay. Anyways, so here
Put some
we are.
Dirt on it and shut the fuck
a year
up.
And change later, and we finally got our tax returns, and there's other things in the house that could use some repairs, like some windows, but at the end of the day, I am tired of coming down to the basement and filling ice trays all the time. My kids go through ice like you would not fucking believe. They love ice. Every water bottle's got 35 ice cubes in it. Everybody in this house fills everything with so much ice.
No.
Anyways.
Not if they're not the ones getting the fucking ice cubes. No, they don't. Sorry.
Well,
I'm offended for you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your offense on my behalf.
Thanks.
So, hey, Bryce Harper hit a triple.
Hey,
that ought to get one run against their 7 on the board. Good job, guys. So I call up a repair guy, this local repair guy, Mr. G, and I have also the top oven in my double oven upstairs decided to just not work anymore. So I was like, all right, we'll see how much it'll cost to get the oven fixed and the fridge fixed. Yeah. So his assistant, they come in. First off, they pull up and they pull my garbage cans up from the curb for me, which would have been a really nice gesture had they checked to see if they were fucking empty first. So now I've got a bin full of recycling because the truck didn't take my recycling. So now I have nowhere to put my recycling for the next 2 weeks because they decided to not open up the trash cans before bringing them up from the curb. Like, I appreciate the effort, guys, but if you're going to do that, make sure the truck came by to pick up the shit first. Holy cats.
Did you not, like, this doesn't feel empty?
This doesn't feel empty? No.
Well, that's wild. That's fucking. Yeah. I mean, how nice, how sweet, but also like that almost feels intentional. Hey, Bill, look what I'm going to do to this asshole. I'm bringing his garbage bag up. Fuck him. Anyway,
so they come.
I hope they do it to all the neighbors. They just drive around putting everybody's garbage cans back up. Fuck all y'all, in particular.
Pepsi can go scratch. So
I've said that for years.
Assistant guy, he starts getting to work on the oven right away, and then the other guy, Giovanni, Mr. G, he pulls the fridge away from the wall because, like, I told him what brand fridge it was, and like I started telling him what the problem was. It's like, you don't need to say anything more. I know exactly what the problem is. It's this model of fridge, and I was like, well, the guy told me that it was something with the filters. He's like, no, that's bullshit. You can use cheap filters. It's fine. What happened was the water valve's broken. And here's why it's broken, because this fridge is a piece of shit. And Frigidaire knows that this fridge is a piece of shit, because I'm surprised there isn't a class action lawsuit. He pulls out the fridge. He shows me this giant strip of dripping condensation on the back of the fridge that I had no idea was there, because I don't look at the back of my fridge very often. He's like, you see this? The insulation in the back of your fridge is it's lost its integrity. This is not a repairable thing. So I'm not going to charge you even for the looking at the fridge, because I didn't do nothing. Like, I'll charge you for fixing the stove, but right here, I'm not going to charge you nothing. Here's what you're going to do. You need to call Frigidaire, and if you show them the picture that you just took of the condensation on the back of your fridge, they're going to know what this is, because I've seen this problem a dozen times before. You let them know that that I said, Mr. G, you said that I said that this is not repairable, and they'll sell you a fridge for like a third of the price. I'm like, really? A third of the price? Okay. So he starts filling out the paperwork and whatnot. It's like, all right, so here's the deal. They're not just going to give you the fridge for a third of a price. You're going to have to do some talking. Like, you need to call them up. The first person you're going to talk to, they're going to be the low person on the totem pole. They're going to be like, it's out of warranty. There's nothing we can do. Have a good day. You say, no, I want to speak to your supervisor. So
and you're going to tell that guy to gargle a cunt and move on to the next.
Once you get to that supervisor, they're also going to go, like, they might offer you some sort of small discount, but they're also going to say it's out of warranty. There really isn't anything that we can do. You say, no thanks, I would like to speak to your supervisor. When you get to that guy, that's the guy who can do the things. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. It was
all right, Mr. G.
2.5 hours of me being on the phone, being on hold, being passed from person to person to person. 2.5 hours of my goddamn day was on the phone with customer service. But at the end of the whole thing, of me being extra polite and extra patient to everybody on the phone, because that's what I do.
Sure.
I'm a nice, polite guy. After all of that, we finally get to, I'm getting a brand new fridge delivered and the old one hauled away for $1,000.
All right. And that's a third of the price? You bought a $3,000 fridge?
Well, I didn't buy it for $3,000. I think our fridge was like $1,700 or something like that when we got it. You know, we financed it. And
Christ.
It wasn't like the nicest fridge in the world, but it was like, it was one of those sales. It's like, it's a $3,000 fridge on sale for $1,700. Cool. Well, got a new fridge for $1,000. It's a pretty sweet deal.
It's just fucking wild, man. Because, like, The fridges from like the 60s and 70s
They're
still work.
still going strong.
They're fine.
This fridge, within 2 years of me having it, because I've only had it for 5 years, 5.5 years. I've only had this fridge for 5.5 years. The little flappy do thing, when you close the doors together, the little flappy do thing, that came off. And I have it bolted in because I just drilled it back into place after trying gluing and all sorts of other things. So I had to fix that because that fell apart. Both of the produce and the cheese drawers, they're completely fucked. All the cheap plastic bits that hold them together have completely shredded and fallen to pieces. The fridge is a piece of garbage. It's just crap.
Yeah.
I'm still technically paying the fridge off, which is really, really annoying. But here we are.
I have a fridge in my garage, like right on the other side of this wall, that was in this house when we bought this house 5 or 6 years ago, whatever the fuck it was. And we bought the house, so like, okay, we got to get all the new appliances. And every new appliance that we've gotten is just the drizzling shits. They all fucking suck.
Because that's all new appliances. They're all built terrible. To fail.
The stove has been fine. It's not a great stove.
Guess what? The stove that they fixed did not work this evening. They showed me it working before they left. Like, check it out. See, here it is. It's heating up. There you go. This is how fast it goes on. All I need to do is fix this one thing. Cool. I went to go use it tonight. Wouldn't heat over 160 degrees. That's not enough to cook shit.
No, it's not. Just build a fire in the backyard like a real man.
That's what I'm saying.
Our stove has been fine. Our dishwasher has a problem where there's a piece at the bottom of the dishwasher that is styrofoam. And the styrofoam is prone to getting wet because this particular model of dishwasher is prone to leaking. And there's really not much that can be done about it, apart from every couple of weeks, I have to take the entire dishwasher. I have to unwire the dishwasher, right? Because dishwashers are hardwired. It's not just like a plug or anything. I have to get under the dishwasher. I have to unwire the dishwasher. I have to pull it out. I have to fuck with the dishwasher. I have to take pieces off. I have to take this giant piece of styrofoam out. I have to dry everything in there. It is a piece of fucking shit. And it just dings. It will just ding for forever. It will just boo-doo, 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 fucking constantly. And it doesn't even clean dishes very well. To be fair, my children are also fucking stupid and they don't listen to me, and they think they think that when they turn the dishwasher on, a veritable gaggle of little assholes come out of the woodwork to scrub all of the shit off of the dishes. And I'm like, you fucking assholes. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that they're not coming in to scrape some shit off. And because you're teenagers, and because I'm trying real fucking hard to be the shepherd, I'm trying real fucking hard to let you learn this lesson. So when it's your day to do the dishes, and you don't do the dishes, and then the following day, your sister or brother, depending on who didn't do the fucking dishes, doesn't do the dishes because they're not going to do your chores. So now the dishes have built up for 2 days, and my sink is overflowing with fucking shitty teenagers not doing their chores. You then got to scrub some shit because it's dried. It's been sitting in the sink, and I'm trying to have you learn this lesson, because then you don't clean the shit, and when you don't clean the shit, the filter gets fucking clogged in the bottom, and then it's definitely gonna spill over, because, like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a dishwasher that doesn't work. However, when you put a bunch of shit in it, and the filter at the bottom clogs, it really doesn't work. So now you have to wash all of the dishes by hand. And you could have not done that if you would have done the fuck mothering, to steal your phrase, dishes. You fucking assholes. And it's a lesson that they are having a hard time learning. And that, and the fact that we have a set of knives that don't go in the dishwasher. You know, they're nice knives. These knives don't go in the dishwasher.
Money can't buy knives. That's their place.
And every time, Chris, every time I open that dishwasher, you bet dollars to donut what the fuck's sitting in there. The knives that don't go in the dish. And like, I threaten them. I like, fucking knives don't. God damn it. I'm going to start cutting pieces of you off if you keep putting these knives in there, man. It's just, but yeah, the dishwasher is a piece of shit, and our fridge is a piece of shit too. Every shelf is broken. Every fucking shelf is broken. Same thing. All little fucking plastic clippy doos.
Little plastic doodads. They're not built to last. What was it? They were saying that the shelf life of a refrigerator now is 10 years. I'm like, hold on a second there, partner.
The fuck it is.
When did that happen? Because when I was a kid, the shelf life of a refrigerator was forever.
Yeah, I bought the refrigerator.
Indiana Jones crawled into one to survive a nuclear blast. That's enough for me. You son of a bitch.
I replaced half of the shelves in my refrigerator. I went to Home Depot and I fucking I bought like a closet system, like fucking bracket, and I'm sitting there with a mallet and I'm banging them in because these aren't gonna fucking break. I can't even get them in here without hitting them. I'm fucking hitting them in there, and then I made shelves, and I'm like, the shelves are all covered. I cut them out of wood. Like, what am I even fucking doing with my life? But like, covered them in like food safe fucking vinyl and shit, and screwed them into the brackets. Like, fuck you. Fucking shelves.
Take that, Frigidaire.
Take that. And it is a Frigidaire. It is. It's a piece of shit.
That's what mine is. It's just a complete piece of garbage. But next Friday, I will have a working fridge with new shelves and a new door, and I'll tell my kids to handle it with kid gloves.
For a year.
Treat it like the precious, pretty princess that
Until
it
that
is.
one breaks.
Until that one breaks, too. Everything falls apart.
I gotta buy a fucking Sub-Zero fridge. I gotta now spend $10,000 on a fridge to have one that works as well as some bullshit my parents bought in the 80s from General Electric. Fucking stupid.
So the 10, 20, 30, 40, huh? Let's get to work here.
Everything's a nightmare. Let's do it.
Yeah. Everything's horrible. So the 10, 20, 30, 40, this is something we do every month. We talk about notable game releases from decades past. And we're going to start in the year of our Lord, 2016. In April 2016, we're looking at several different platforms here. Let me check my notes. So because of all this refrigerator nonsense, that's why I don't have my usual 10, 20, 30, 40 notes together, because it takes me literal hours to do 10, 20, 30, 40 notes every month, and I'm just not doing that anymore.
Well, and I think don't
it makes
care
for
enough
a better
to do
show, but yeah, I just
I'm
can't.
not dedicated enough.
So let's see.
11 years in, I haven't. If I'm not going to do it now, I'm probably never gonna. I think we've established. Yeah.
So I tried generation
that one time. It didn't work.
The previous generation, I did get a little bit into the ways here. So let's see. April 2016, the previous generation was PS3, 360, Wii, DS, and PSP, and there was absolutely nothing of value. The DS is done. We talked about that before. The PSP doesn't have anything till July. The Wii's got nothing till October. 360 had 8 games. PS3 had 7 games. Nothing worth talking about. So we're really just talking about PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Ouya, 3DS, and PS Vita. And I guess I did get through this, so I can just read them from here. The PS4 had 52 goddamn releases.
Jesus, in April?
Yeah, PS4, 52 releases in April. Not a lot of super interesting stuff. I guess the only real big thing was Dark Souls 3 and Ratchet & Clank, the new Ratchet & Clank, PS4 or whatever.
Yeah. Rift Apart?
Reboot. No, not Rift Apart. No, that was PS5.
That was PS5.
We're talking about?
Yeah.
PS4, Ratchet, the one that was just called Ratchet and Clank again. Because
Yeah.
Who cares? None of this matters. But also there was Jetpack Joyride, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, and Enter the Gungeon. They all came out, as well as just buckets and buckets of DLC.
Those are fine
games.
Those are fine little indie games.
Yeah,
Shantae's cool. Enter the Gungeon. I know a lot of the listeners like that. I know Dean likes that for whatever his opinion's worth. Sorry, Dean. I love you.
He enters Gungeons.
He does enter Gungeons unlubed, which is something we've talked about. But, you know.
Hey, it's his life. He's free to live it. Over on the Xbox One, there were 41 releases.
That's
Dark
less
Souls
than 52.
3, Quantum Break, and Dirt Rally were the only things that looked of any value to me.
Why do I know Quantum Break? What is Quantum Break?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It looked vaguely familiar, but I couldn't place it. Like, it didn't. It looked familiar, but didn't look familiar. Maybe it's just a game that has one of those names. Reminds me of Quantic Dream.
I mean, yes, but what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is just generic white man simulator. This is a white boy simulator, I think is what this one is. Wasn't it? Was it tied into something?
I don't know. Who cares?
It's Sean Ashmore.
Because
is that
I
Sean
don't care.
Ashmore? I don't know. No, I don't. It's a Remedy Entertainment thing. Remedy makes good games. They're doing fucking Control and that shit and Alan Wake and whatever. So like this is probably good. It's fucking stunning analysis here on the podcast. Yeah. This is probably good. I don't fucking know.
The Wii U, on the other hand, had an interesting month. It had 16 releases. Of note was Lost Reavers, which I totally forgot existed until I was doing these notes. That was an online multiplayer game for Wii U, exclusive, I think, from Namco Bandai, which I think everybody hated it. I think it was one of those games that came out and looked neat, but like, boy, did nobody like that one. We also had the Pinball Arcade, which is always a good time. That's good stuff. But the big one was Star Fox Zero. Star Fox Zero Double Pack with Star Fox Guard. Star Fox Zero came out. That was their big push to kind of show off what the Wii U gamepad can do and reinvent the Star Fox brand. Platinum Games was involved. It had everything going for it except for a completely insane control scheme that involved looking at two screens at the same time and didn't feel good. Some people got the hang of it, and if you did, it's a pretty neat game.
Yeah,
but I really struggled with it because the whole notion of having to pay attention to both, like, because you don't really have to pay attention to both screens. It's more like you really had to pay attention to the gamepad and really aim with it and its motion controls. And I don't know. I wanted to love that game. I did.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't make it happen, and I didn't think it looked as good as it should. You know, this was Platinum Games. I really thought that they were going to bring the thunder, as it were, and I just don't think they did. It's a good-looking game, but not a great-looking game. And when you've got an on-rail shooter, like that's what's your game's on rails, you have this opportunity to make it look better than you would otherwise, because everything is in a very specifically controlled environment. It's like the reason fighting games look so much better, because you can dedicate all of your visuals to these very limited perspectives. But I guess since Star Fox Zero had to be rendering these two different camera angles the whole time, it was faced with limitations. I just thought the game was insane. I just wanted to make a new Star Fox. It's just Star Fox. Like, don't reboot it, just make a sequel and then make it Star Fox. Make new Star Fox.
I mean, this game, I played a demo for it a little bit ago called Wild Blue Skies.
Yep. I am aware.
That's the one that they've done it. They've done it.
It can be done.
It can. It's so. Star Fox is one of those properties, man, where it's just so. It's so strange because, like, the first game was revolutionary at the time. certainly nothing that looked like that or played like it was just so very, very different.
Not on a home console for sure, and it was so fun.
That's what I'm saying.
That game. I still love that game.
It's still a solid game, but it has been nothing but diminishing returns since.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a case to be made that Star Fox 64 was everything a sequel to that game should have been, except a new story. But regardless, Star Fox 64, I think Star Fox 64 does almost everything the original one does, but a little bit better. The tank was very fun to use. The voiceovers, the Star Fox 64 is phenomenal. It really just took that basic principle and went forward with it, made it a little bit better, fleshed it out a little bit more, made it more replayable. I think the music was a big step down, but I think Star Fox 60. I like Star Fox 1 better personally, but that's 90% because of the music. I do think Star Fox 64 is a phenomenal game. It's a great follow-up. Yeah. Since then, though, I agree with you. Everything since then, I think, has been diminishing returns. Not to say that every game since then has been bad, but they've been not quite right. Star Fox 64 was like, there's your sequel. Build on that. Not, all right, time to reinvent the wheel. And I get that there was this, Star Fox 2 was supposed to happen, and I don't really like Star Fox 2. I'm actually, now that I've played it, I'm kind of glad it didn't happen. I think Star Fox 64 was a better follow-up than Star Fox 2. I'm glad it exists now because it's such an interesting, fascinating thing. But I think Star Fox Adventures was a cool game, but it wasn't a damn Star Fox game. It was its own thing that got Star Fox slapped into it. Star Fox Assault was a Star Fox game from the friggin' Ace Combat people. How did that go wrong? Not that it went wrong. It's a decent game, but that's it. It's just decent.
It's not well liked.
It should have been awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I just pulled up the Metacritic just to kind of have an idea of, if I'm talking shit, and maybe I am. And they don't have the original Star Fox rated. They do have Star Fox 64 rated as an 88, but then they've got Star Fox Zero as a 69. Star Fox Adventures as an 82, but that doesn't really count. Star Fox Assault as a 67. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, that game, because again, it's at best fine. It's just weirdly slow. It doesn't feel great. It's
weird.
The on-foot stuff isn't good. It's like, why? How did this go so poorly?
Yeah.
It's Star Fox. It doesn't seem like it should be that hard to get it right, but
it doesn't.
I don't know.
But and I still think, like, as fun as the original Star Fox is for a lot of people, I don't love it. It's just never been my favorite franchise. I think everybody is still waiting for that really big generational leap in a Star Fox game of, like, these were good. Star Fox 64 is a good sequel, but, like, this is the like, you have to fucking play this. This is that will give Star Fox the kind of Star Fox doesn't have his Super Metroid yet, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I think in terms of Star Fox games, that's what 64 was. I mean, Star Fox 64 was fucking monumental.
Is it considered that?
I think so. I mean, Star Fox 64 is the high
I don't know.
Generally considered in the Star Fox. That's why the game is so notable. Like, Star Fox for Super Nintendo was a huge deal. Star Fox 64 was so much huger, right? I mean, it was fully voiced. It looked incredible. It introduced the Rumble Pack, the whole force feedback thing. Like, it was such a big deal. It was such a well-refined game. It's so replayable with the different pathways you can take. It is such a good game. And it did exactly what, like, introducing the different vehicles was a cool thing to do, but there weren't on-foot things. The vehicles were fun to use. The tank was fun to use. Like, it did what you needed to do. And then it started going like, well, let's do Star Fox Command. Let's do a whole, like, strategy thing. And everything's fully 3D open. And it's cool. But that 64 was what we needed to build on. That. And then they just they haven't really done that. Zero came really close. Zero was almost that, except with this completely bonkers control scheme that took a decent amount of time to get used to. And a lot of people just weren't willing to do that, especially this late into the Wii U's life.
I mean, I do have good news, though, Kris.
Yeah.
Ben Rice just hit a 2-run home run to give the Yankees a 2-0 lead. So there is that. So
I'm very happy for you. I turned off the Phillies game.
You should turn on the Yankees game.
I don't want to cost any more internet bandwidth in favor of a baseball game that I don't care about.
That's fair.
Moving on, there was nothing on the Ouya until next month. But the 3DS and Vita had a couple of things. The 3DS had 7 games. The Sega 3D Classics Collection, Bravely Second, End Layer, and then a bunch of other garbage. Which, I mean, boy, Bravely Second, End Layer. Wow.
That is a shit name.
Throw a dartboard at a dictionary and see what happens.
It's a shit name.
Throw darts at a dictionary, not a dartboard.
No, throw the dartboard. I feel like that's how they came up with it. They threw the dartboard, and they were like, where did it land?
Random
Bravely?
Words go.
How can you tell? I don't know. It's there.
It's the second one, so it's Bravely Second.
Accurate.
Anywho, PS Vita had some pretty good indie stuff. Vita had 11 releases. Among them were Severed, Axiom Verge, Risk of Rain, and Skullgirl's Second Encore. So,
yeah, it's a really good fucking lineup, honestly. Severed is fucking great. Severed is one of those games that, I think there's a bunch of, like, Wii games that kind of fall into that category, too, of, like, it's just so tied to its control scheme. It's just so tied to the touchscreen on the PS Vita that it's just kind of criminally underrated. But it's Drinkbox Studios. Like, they make... Yeah,
I mean, they put it on the original Switch because it has a touchscreen. And
yeah,
that's it.
But a really, really great game. The Skullgirls games are really fun fighting games. Like, they're really, really solid if you're into fighting games. And then you said other shit that I've already forgotten because I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, Risk of Rain, Axiom Verge. Let's move on. We've been at this for a while.
Fuck.
Axiom Verge is great. I love Axiom Verge.
I want to talk for hours about Axiom Verge.
Well, go ahead. I'm going to move on. I'll mute you. I'll keep doing the show. We'll each do our own. You do the Axiom Verge cast, and I'll move on to March 2006. The 10 really, I mean, that was a pretty underwhelming 10. Let's see if the 20 does any better. April 2006, not March, because that was last month. Oh, you really did mute yourself, and you're just talking about Axiom.
No, I just wasn't making words. I was just acting, because I'm really good at everything I do, Chris.
So, all right, this is where we're just going to start winging it. So, PlayStation 2 in 2006, let's see what we got. We got Major League Baseball 2K6.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Boy, we've got a lot of games. Ooh, NBA Ballers Phenom. Remember the NBA Ballers franchise? That was a good time.
I do. It's nowhere near what I wanted it to be. I just want more NBA Street.
Fair enough. There was a Samurai Champloo game. I don't remember that being very good. Tomb Raider Legend, though, that seems to have a pretty high Metascore. People liked that.
Yeah, I was so far out of the Tomb Raider games at that point. Like, I haven't touched it. But I know people do like it.
Final Fantasy XI Treasures of Oth Urgan. That's DLC. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a game. Jam Pack Volume 14. Really? That got a whole entry here, huh? All right. Winback 2. That got a Metascore of 48. Rampage Total Destruction, which was fine.
Yeah.
Ace Combat 0.
It's fine.
FIFA World Cup. What else we got here? Is she still in April or anything else? The Hustle. Detroit something or other. It's a billiards game that has a really low score. How do you get a 46 Metascore on a freaking billiards game? What did you do?
You made a billiards game. There's just not much to it. Like,
there's not a lot to do. Like, how do you screw it up bad enough to make it bad? It's freaking pool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's wow, by PS2 standards, that's pretty shit.
That doesn't seem accurate. You move on. I'm going to do some more research.
Oh yeah, please do. It's that's a kind of a weak month. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here, but like, not. I mean, Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift. Hummer Badlands, Search and Destroy. Really Franklin, A Birthday Surprise. Like it's just a bunch of stuff.
Wait. You fucking twat. You skipped Franklin?
Goddamn right. I'll throw it again too. Fuck that turtle.
Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin, the turtle.
Franklin.
Yeah. Yes, Franklin.
Franklin.
Yes, that Franklin.
That Franklin.
The Franklin.
How long do you think we could keep this going? Franklin?
At least another hour. At least another hour. Yeah, that was a pretty weak
but Franklin,
weak
though.
But Franklin. Let's see what the Xbox did.
No, this was Japan. Never mind. I was just about to say Okami, but that was Japan.
Yeah, no. We're talking North American.
State of Emergency 2.
Wasn't that last month?
It says released in 2000. I don't know. I'm.
Where are you looking?
I don't know. I'm just pulling shit up, and that was one of the things that came up.
Why are you trying to find stuff that's not? Or we look at the same thing every month. Metacritic. I'm just looking at what Metacritic says was on PS2 that month. Why are you trying to find more games to talk about? For fuck's sake.
I don't know.
We don't need any more. There's plenty to go through.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Right.
PS2 just didn't have a crazy, insane month of nonsense. The Xbox, on the other hand, also didn't have a crazy, insane month of nonsense. It's fucking April. The Xbox had, I'm looking at Major League Baseball, Commando Strike Force, Real World Golf, which I'm sure is not like MTV's The Real World Golfers, but that would be a fun game.
That would be
Tomb Raider Legend, Hummer Badlands, Army, I don't even remember this one. Army Men Major Malfunction. Do you remember this one? God, they were still making fucking Army Men games.
God, they really do.
36 Metascore. Jesus.
They just keep making Army Men games. They just, they didn't stop.
They refuse to. King of Fighters Neo Wave. That's kind of cool. Oh, Outrun 2006, Coast to Coast. That's pretty good. That's really fun. Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. I remember having like 4 used copies of this for fucking ever. Like nobody wanted this game. I don't even know what it is. Win Back 2, again on Xbox. The Hustle. Hustle's got a 52 Metascore here. So I guess Hustle was better on Xbox than on PlayStation somehow. Yeah, that's about it. This is what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 games. Big step back from the previous month, I think.
Yeah.
Previous month, we were looking at... actually, no. There were only 15 games last month, so really this isn't that big a difference. Except that most of these games were... There were bigger stuff last month.
Yeah.
Let's see how the GameCube's doing. Let's see how the GameCube did in April 2006. And I already see the big win right here. So there were 4 entire games for GameCube in the month of April. You had Rampage Total Destruction, which was just fine. We had FIFA World Cup. Sure, go for it. We've got Kokoto Fun Fair. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what a Kokoto is. I remember seeing this game and wondering what it is, but it doesn't matter. None of this matters because the game of the decade, Odama, came out in April 2006.
Thanks, Odama.
Oh, Odama.
I don't know why this game is not.
Nope, that's it. That's the whole sentence. I don't know why this game. That's the entire sentence right there.
You're right. I don't know why this game. Yeah, Odama. I don't know why this game.
Because it's completely insane. That's what. Because it's borderline unplayable unless you've lost your mind. It's completely fucking nuts.
Yeah.
If you are unfamiliar, dear listeners, Odama is from Yu Saito, the lunatic that made Seaman for Dreamcast, and it is a voice-controlled military strategy pinball game. And when I say pinball game, it's not like it's a pinball table and it's military strategy themed. No. It's as in the field of battle. There's a literal giant pinball that rolls around and bodies go flying all over the place because it's a giant murderous pinball in a feudal Japan field of battle that you have to use this microphone to yell in to get these two guys carrying a bell to safety. It's so completely insane.
As awesome as it sounds. It is
as awesome and as awful as it sounds. It is both.
Yes. It is both of those.
Odama the Great and terrible.
Right? Sort of like his presidency. Am I right, though, Kris? Let's actually tell the people what we're really here to talk about.
What are we really here to talk about?
The Obama years are not as good as you remember them.
Okay.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Never mind.
Is that a thing? I feel like I'm missing something.
No, you're not. I'm just being a twat.
Okay.
Like usual.
Well, moving right along, I get the Xbox 360 is a thing. It exists in this time. So let's see what the Xbox 360 had. Yeah, no, not much. It just came out very recently. It's the Xbox 360 in April. April has got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we got a little handful here. We got a little 3, 6. We got 10 games. Yeah. 10 games. And what 10 games were they? We had Major League Baseball 2K6. We had Battlefield 2, Modern Combat, Tomb Raider Legend, Football Manager 2006, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion the Orrery. Yeah, whatever that is. Final Fantasy 11, FIFA World Cup, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, The Wizard's Tower, Uno. That was actually in May. Never mind. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Boy, the Xbox 360 just didn't come out swinging.
It really did. It got really good. The 360 is a really good, really solid platform.
And it had a solid first month, too. Like, right there in the very beginning, I was like, okay, this is okay. This is not bad. We have Burnout Revenge. right out the fucking gate. Ghost Recon. Yeah. Okay, let's do this thing. Fight Night Round 3. Marble Blast Ultra, the all-time classic.
Everybody loves Marble Blast Ultra.
It's settled down a little bit. I mean, actual Elder Scrolls Oblivion, that was a freaking system seller. It just was, but yeah, here we are. But anyways, let's see what's going on elsewhere. The PS3 doesn't come out till November. Same with the Wii. So we've got Game Boy Advance, we've got DS, PSP, and N-Gage. Let's see what we've got in the handheld departments. So first, we've got DS. The Nintendo's. I don't know why I called it that. Nintendo's.
Because it's funny?
I can't believe I've never thought of that before. Oh my, that skipped ahead way faster than I expected. All right, March, April. Okay, here we are. This is regular DS? Okay, so this can't be what I think it is. Is there more to this? No. Okay. Yeah. Brain training. Brain age. Train your brain in minutes a day. As far as the game being big and popular, we're just not going to top that. I don't know what else is coming, but
I was going to say that was just such a massive success.
It was, and it's still pretty fun to play.
It is.
Yeah.
But
I have it. I love it.
For those of you that don't quite understand, when my mother-in-law gave me her old DS, it included, along with a bunch of Mahjong bullshit, Brain Age, train your brain in minutes a day.
Yeah, this was the real kickoff of Nintendo's Blue Ocean strategy of make games for literally everybody. Brain Age was huge. That was
massive.
And really nothing else of note here. There's a Sudoku game. I guess Guilty Gear Dust Elemental was pretty cool. Lost Magic from Taito was okay. They're looking at like 68, 60 Metascores. But yeah, an overall light month, but it didn't matter because Brain Age happened. That was really what launched the DS into the stratosphere, was just the sheer quantity of people buying Brain Age. It was a brilliant piece of software.
Which is
good work.
As far as we can tell, absolute bullshit. There's just no.
Oh, you mean the science of like how much it actually works?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, the entire notion of like doing these things to kind of wake your brain up is sound enough, I guess, but like actually flexing your brain like a muscle with these things, like it's nice concentration training, but it's not like this. It's not what it was said to be, you know, like this massive thing that's going to truly improve your brain functions or anything. Meanwhile, over on the PSP, we got From Russia with Love, Bust a Move Deluxe, Cabela's Dangerous Hunt. I feel like Cabela's on PSP just can't be very fun, but whatever. Silent Hill. What is this Silent Hill thing? The Silent Hill Experience. What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's just I think it was just like mostly video.
Weird.
Yeah.
MLB 2K6, Football Manager, WRC. Oh, is this Final Fantasy VII Advent Children? That was a big deal. People love Final Fantasy VII.
I did not enjoy Advent Children.
I didn't play it because I didn't think it looked very interesting. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's fair.
I closed the window. Where were we? Final Fantasy VII Outrun. Again, great. That was it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, I'm sorry. You said you didn't play it. Advent Children. That's the movie.
No.
Advent Children is
Advent Children was
film.
Oh my! Is this
that CGI movie?
So what is this? The fucking UMD of it? Why is it listed here?
Yeah. It's a UMD.
Oh, fucking bullshit. What's the one I'm thinking of? The PSP Final Fantasy VII spin-off that everyone cared about. Crisis Core?
Yeah?
Maybe?
Yeah?
I don't know. Yeah, Advent Children
confused me. A whole bunch.
I don't remember.
I didn't care for Advent Children.
I didn't care for this movie at all.
I stand by what I said. I didn't care for it. I didn't like I just didn't... wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not give a shit. Not a solitary
Threw me off there
one.
for a minute. I was like, play it. Am I an asshole? I mean, yes. But am I wrong? It's different questions.
All right, let's see. Where are we at? 2006. N-Gage. March, April 2006. We have an N-Gage game. Warhammer 40K Glory and Death. April 6, 2006.
Best game that came out on the N-Gage in April.
I think that's it. I think we might be done. I think that's it for the N-Gage.
That was the last N-Gage game, was a Warhammer game?
I don't see anything past it. Yeah, I see a lot of canceled games.
I really got to get my N-Gage up here in the background of the shot. You've got baseball on in the background. Is that NES baseball?
That is Bases Loaded. Shout out to Jamie Hill for giving me access to the YouTube Red or whatever the hell it's called, so we can do. I can just stream video commercial free. So this is a 10-hour Bases Loaded marathon. 10 hours of NES Bases Loaded.
That's a lot.
Just incredible. Just incredible.
It's a lot. All right, I'm saying I gotta get the N-Gage going in the background there. Anyway, I'll shut up.
That's the 20, and again, not really hitting too hard. No. So let's see how the 30 stacks up, because the 10 and the 20 have been a little weak sauce there. So let's see, we're traveling back to 1996, so April 96. Let's see what we got for the Super Nintendo. 93, 94, 95, 96. Here we go. April 96. Ooh, 3 whole games.
Ooh.
Oh, Super Nintendo coming hard with The Brainies, Frantic Flea, and Mark Davis's The Fishing Master. Holy shit. That's a terrible month.
It really is. It's not what you want.
Oh shit! Next month's going to be huge, though. Next month's only got 2 games, and one of them is fucking awesome. So, well, I have that to look forward to. Let's see how Sega struck back. Let's see how the old Sega Genesis. What did you have going with?
Big fan of the Genesis.
Who doesn't love the Genesis? 96. Sega was still going in 96. April 96. Ooh, only one. Nightmare Circus from Funcom.
I don't know that at all.
I don't either.
Huh.
Looks ridiculous. Never heard of it. Nightmare Circus. The Wikipedia page has the European release box art from Tech Toy. The hell is Nightmare Circus? It's a platform video game developed by Funcom and published by Tech Toy for the Sega Mega Drive. First released in April 96 on the Sega Channel.
Oh, well, that clears it up.
Oh, that's why we don't know it. It's a Sega Channel joint. It was released physically elsewhere in the year. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Wow, okay. The 32X. Was the 32X still kicking? We're not done with this yet. 32X ain't dead yet, right? Yes, it is. Last month was the last game. Yeah, March 96, The Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire. That was it.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I forgot. All right, so let's see. I got to make notes here. 32X, done. What else did I say was done? It was the N-Gage last time. All right, well, let's see what's cooking with the Neo Geo. Boy, we're going to have to talk about some Neo Geo later today.
We definitely are.
Neo Geo. 96, May, April. We've got 2.
I wasn't at Cody Bellinger. That was bad, Chris.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I was doing the Neo Geo. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that is terrible. No. I was doing, oh God, why can't I remember his name? Keith Apicary. Anyway, we got 2 Neo Geo games in April of 96, Magical Drop 2 and The Art of Fighting 3, The Path of the Warrior.
The Path.
Shooting at the
I got nothing on either of those.
Bang, bang. I am the warrior. I love that song.
I really like that song.
It's such a good song. All right, well, let's see what was cooking on the Jaguar. The Atari Jaguar had one release in April 96. Fight for Life. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fight for Life. Wow. Fight for Life is bad. Fight for Life is a Toshinden Virtual Fighter Tekken, but bad.
It's like those in the way that I am like those, in the way that you were like those. I mean, it's not good.
And that it is a 3D fighting game. It is not entertaining.
It is also in 3D bad. And could get into a fight.
Moving right along, Footloose and Fancy Free, April of 96, looks like the 3DO had some games in April of 96. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got cooking here. We got Robinson's Requiem. I don't know. That looks like a game about a submarine, maybe? Olympic Soccer, also weirdly about a submarine. Cyberdillo, a first-person shooter developed by Pixel Technologies and published by Panasonic in 96. It's released for the 3DO and MS-DOS. The game received mixed reviews. Apparently it's about a cybernetic armadillo with abs. That looks horrible. And Lucian's Quest. Gee, I can't imagine why the 3DO didn't stick around.
Yeah, no, it seems like...
Oh,
I did... So as you're reading this, I made the timeout sign and you weren't looking, which is fine.
No,
I did call a timeout because my boss just called me, but then immediately hung up.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm gonna panic. I don't know why he would call me.
You heard her talking about 3DO. Why did you just stop?
Yo, motherfucker, you talk about 3DO? Let me in on that. I got so many thoughts. Boy, this April is not going well, Chris. I did
look it's
up.
Going to go better. I know something is coming that's going to go better. All right, I know something that is coming that's going to go better.
Because
now,
I looked up film releases and music releases in April 1996, and two of my favorites in each of those categories happened. James and the Giant Peach was released to theaters on April 12th, and Rage Against the Machine's Evil Empire was released to record stores on April 16th. So that is at least something. If the video games were shit, at least you had something to watch and something to listen to.
Well, let's see if the PlayStation 1 can help us out here. We've got Bottom of the Ninth, which is a Konami baseball game that I seem to recall being at least vaguely fun. We've got Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits. And then this was still relatively novel back then for PlayStation 1, the arcade games being re-released in arcade perfect format. Yeah. That was actually kind of cool back then. Now, obviously, it's old hat now, but back then that was kind of cool. We got Return Fire, Galaxian 3, which I don't remember being released in North America. Mega Man X3 for PlayStation. Also, don't think that hit North America. Starblade Alpha. PO'd! There it is. Good old PO'd.
Wow.
First-person shooter about a chef in space with a jetpack.
Was that a big box game, too?
Yeah, we're
still big boxes, right?
We're still in long box PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah. Sorry, long box. Fuck, I said big box for.
Because you like big box and you cannot lie.
I do. You're not wrong. I like a big, meaty box, Chris. I like a good, chunky box that you can really hold on to.
With both hands.
With both.
Both hands. See, this is what
box. There you go.
This is what I was looking for. This is what we're here for. There were 4 Saturn games released. I don't know anything about Skeleton Warriors except Steph Sterling refers to, usually cuts to the term Skeleton Warriors whenever they want to say cunt, and it's hysterical. But listen to these other 3 games. Listen to these other 3 games that released in April of 1996. I will not.
I'm putting you on mute.
Son of a bitch. We got a phenomenal, damn near perfect port of X-Men Children of the Atom. We got the excellent treasure game Guardian Heroes, and we got Panzer Dragoon 2's Y. 3 massive heavy hitters for Saturn this month. That is it doesn't matter that there were only 4 games. Those 3 games, especially going up against this month against PlayStation, absolutely no question which system had the better month. Just none at all. Children of the Atom, damn near arcade perfect on Saturn. Panzer Dragoon 2 is a fucking masterpiece, and Guardian Heroes is awesome.
Yeah, what a Guardian Heroes is
killer.
One of the things I think that's really weird about Guardian Heroes, and about a lot of treasure games, right, is that you hear that they're good, and you hear that they're these legendary things, and that they're so special, and they're so different, and so interesting, and all of the superlatives that are hoisted upon treasure games. And then you play them, and they're better than what you thought.
Right.
There's not a lot of companies that is the case for, but that is almost always the case for treasure. Not always.
Their games do defy description. They defy description quite often.
They really do. You and then you play it and you're like, fuck, this is good. God damn it. God damn it, this is good. Yeah, that's a hell of a month for the Saturn.
Yeah, and there's nothing really to follow it up. There was nothing on Game Gear, and the only Game Boy game I can find listed is Pocahontas. So, Saturn.
Chris. Yeah. Trent Grisham. I'll poke your mom's Hontas. And she'll thank me. Trent Grisham just dropped a ball that my grandfather could have caught. And he died a few years ago. He's been dead for a while. And he could have gotten it right off the heel. He's just going back and just fucking lollygagging with a fucking thumb up his ass. Just going back. Like, you can't play like that. You're making $22 million a fucking year. I'm turning this game off. This is not a good way for me to podcast. I've closed the window.
It's just not. I just wanted to check in with the score on the Phillies game, and it's not loading, which is fine. And then we're back to 1986. Let's see. Do I have anything listed here in April that's important? In 1996, this is another good one for 1996. In April, Street Fighter Alpha 2 came out in the arcades. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought we were still in the 80s. I was like, really?
Yeah, no, I
got that wrong.
Back in 86, no, we've got nothing, no new hardware, no arcade games of note until June. Atari, nothing until July. Sorry, 27, nothing until July. And television, nothing until May. So next month we'll finally get something back in the 40. 5200's out till September. ColecoVision November. NES June. 7800 is back next month too. Master System doesn't launch until September. So yeah, that's it. 1986. It's going to start getting interesting. Starting next month, we're going to start having some things. The television making its big comeback. Or at least a big attempted comeback. So we're going to see some new stuff there. And the Atari 7800 hits the market. So we're finally going to start to see something.
I mean, not bad for movies. We got Legend and Critters. So like, that's something. Not good for music. Not good for music. I'm looking. Just trying to give us something to talk about. I mean, unless you're a big fan of New Kids on the Block. The New Kids on the Block debut record did drop on April 1st of 1986.
Drop is certainly the word.
In the same month that a Lou Reed record dropped, there was some fucking New Kids on the Block. Because the world is weird that way.
It really is. Well, we need to take ourselves a break. I need to go put my kids to bed. And we're going to... That's the 10, 20, 30, 40. So we'll take a quick break. I'm going to get myself some water, maybe some chocolate milk. When we come back, we're going to see what's going on in the world of week-old news. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans. Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast. All right, everybody, we're back. We talked about various pirating streams for sport events that don't seem to be working on my computer. No, we would never do something like that. It's not a thing we would do. Would never.
My eye patch is upstairs.
I'm nothing but peg legs.
That's right. You know how I like them. It's nice. You've got your chocolate milk. I've got my my Pabst things.
Well, that means it's time for Dan to drink Pabst.
It's just so pretty. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
Looks like beer. It's not what you were drinking last week.
No cum this week.
The Stone Age Gamer podcast. No
Which isn't that the problem?
Well, on that note, Ryan. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for Week Old News. Welcome to Week Old News, where we talk about all the news that was new a week ago. Do you watch Colbert at all?
I do not. Should I?
I mean, I find him entertaining. I've always thought Stephen Colbert was funny. And you know, when I just want something on in the background that talks about how bad everything is, and in a funny way, Stephen Colbert is okay. But I will say that he has this ongoing segment right now about the Strait of Hormuz called Hormuz News You Can Use. And it makes me smile every time. Anywho,
yeah, I usually I get my news from John Oliver or my eyeballs, and both of them have been telling me things are shit. So,
yes, indeed. I rather enjoy John Oliver. I've found myself partial to wow, Seth. I can't
Tucker
think
Carlson?
of his last name right. No, not Jesus Christ. No, I keep thinking like Seth Rogen. It's not Seth Rogen. It's Late Night with Seth Meyers. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I couldn't remember his name. I find him very amusing. I find his particular
it's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. It's Late Night with Seth Meyers. Yeah.
There it is.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Anyways, what we're talking about week old news. Not a very busy news week as far as I can tell.
No, not really.
We've got this from IGN reports new Xbox CEO comments on Game Pass. Let's see here. The new Xbox CEO, Asha Sharma, has reportedly shared a memo with Microsoft employees that stated Game Pass has become too expensive for players. Duh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I mean, Game Pass started off pretty awesome. And
it started off like many of the streaming services, too good to be true, too good to last.
And as a point of fact, it is currently, so the Xbox Game Pass plans, as of today, Xbox Game Pass Essential, which is online console multiplayer for all games, catalog of 50 plus console games available to play, then deals and discounts, blah, blah, blah. That's $10 a month. Premium gets you all of that shit, 200 plus games, access to new Xbox games within 12 months of launch, higher quality streaming. That's $15 a month. The PC Game Pass, which is just on PC, $16.50 a month, blah, 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 basically the same things as above. But really the only one that is, like, if you're gonna do it, the one to do is unfortunately $30 fucking a month now. Because that gets you the entire Game Pass library and also gets you day and date for all of the for the new Xbox releases and gets you the highest quality streaming. Like, they're not the only ones that do the, like, you know, we're going to gate quality behind different tiers, but it sucks regardless, you know, like, and it was not $30. That's a lot.
Well, here's the thing.
It's a lot of money.
If you're it is a lot of money, but if you're never going to buy a game, and if, like, all the games were there, like, what's a game? 60? Let's say games were still $60. If you were to buy one game a month, that's $60 a month. $30 a month for Game Pass, still a pretty solid deal.
Pretty solid.
But if you're not going to buy that much,
right?
If you're only going to buy, say, 3-4 games a year, well, it's still not the greatest. It's become less and less of a good value proposition as time goes on, because it's still $30 a month for your gaming habit, which you only get to keep them as long as you're paying for them. Like, honestly, like, the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, that kind of pricing model is about what I'm willing to pay for something like that.
And even that's at the upper end.
Like $60 a year? Sure. A year? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good by me. Like,
yeah.
That's about as much as I'm willing to pay for, like, the access to N64 games that I almost never touch, but...
Right. And don't own. Right? Like, that's the other key part of this, is at the end of that, you stop paying for it and you don't have them.
You don't have access to them anymore.
Yeah. Which is not what you want.
No, I mean, it's not what you want unless you don't care. Because something that I've definitely come to be a little bit more appreciative of is the fact that a lot of people don't actually care about replaying these things. Like, which is games are kind of disposable. Like, well, I played that game. I don't think I'm ever going to need to play that again for the rest of my life. I'm glad I played it, and I respect it, and it's super cool, but, like, I'm never going to play it again for the rest of my life, because there's always going to be new games. And I can respect that.
9-0.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Thank you for
just hit.
So, Phil's...
I think there's a point to what you're saying, but I think it's also different, right? Of, like... I over the last like month or whatever, I've played through most of the original Mega Man games because I can play through them in a half hour, 45 minutes, and I can get the full experience. If I want to go back and play even Ghost of Sparta, which just came out, that it's an 8 to 10 hour thing. Mini Shoot Adventures, which I absolutely loved. And I don't think we popped it in here, but there is... they just announced a physical for Mini Shoot Adventures. That was still 7 to 8 hours. You know, like, games are just different. So I don't know that I would go so far as to say that they are more disposable, as just to the fact that they're just so much longer now. Games are just so much bigger than they used to be. Right? To where I'm not going to go back and dump 40 hours into a game to play through it again. You know? So there's certainly just a difference in the mindset, but it's not a crazy price. $30 a month for what you actually get access to is not a crazy price, unless you have been paying for it from when it was like $9 a month. Yeah. Then it's crazy, you know? Because all the streaming services, you know, all your Netflixes and Disney Pluses and all that stuff has continued to go up and up and up and up and up. And that's not fun. That's not what you want. Everything in life shouldn't be this expensive. It really shouldn't. And the other point of it, too, right, is that gets you day and date for a lot of stuff, but not everything you want to play, you know, so like it's $30 a month on top of the other things I might buy that aren't available on the service, or if I have another platform or whatever the case. And honestly, I think I'd just rather just buy games. Yeah. I'm going to make an executive decision here and say we should save the hardware section for the end. Okay. Because I feel like we're going to talk about that the most. But Time Extension reports that the PS2 fanboy meltdown is about to happen, because here's Resident Evil 4 running on a Dreamcast. We've seen a few what-if tech demos for the Dreamcast in the past, including Virtua Fighter 4, Final Fantasy 12. Latest effort is seriously impressive. So some developers, modders, hackers, whatever the fuck you want to call them, have gotten Resident Evil 4 running on the Dreamcast, and it looks good. Yeah. It looks really good. You know, like it like looks like Resident Evil on the 4 Dreamcast that the PS2 couldn't do. Yeah. You know, it looks like Resident Evil 4 on the Dreamcast. You know, and some of it's weird how much it looks like a Dreamcast game on the Dreamcast, right? Like, is that, do you know what I'm saying? Like, watching this video. But also, like, this is also just a fan project. Can you imagine what Capcom could have actually done? This? Yeah. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. I love this kind of stuff. Just let's try to put games on systems that they never existed for, which is a great segue for this next story. Time Extension reports obscure Mega Man game given the Game Boy remake, quote, nobody asked for. Yeah, I like this. I saw this headline and thought, what the heck are they talking about? What Game Boy port could possibly exist that nobody asked for? Oh, the Tiger LCD game. Yep. Outstanding. Goddamn standing. I love that the person doing this is self-aware enough to know that, like,
Yeah, no, nobody needs this. Absolutely nobody needs this. But you know what? Somebody somewhere might actually get some entertainment out of it, because those games were everywhere. Everybody had those things. They are part of Mega Man's history.
It kind of made me realize, right? Like, I read that story earlier in the week, and I was like, just thinking about how weird it is with all of the weird collections that have been released over the decades. Nobody's actually done that. Just for the sake, like,
really,
it wouldn't sell a ton, I don't think, but it wouldn't not sell. Fuckers bought Welcome Tour. Like, come on.
They should be included in a lot more things. I was saying this about the Mortal Kombat collection, right? The Mortal Kombat collection, that it didn't have any even mention of those Tiger LCD games. Like, no, they're not great, but they're not fun at all, and also they're a very important part of these characters' history in this region in particular. In North America, those things were everywhere. Kids played the shit out of them because that's all we had. You didn't have a Game Boy, you had these things.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. This next story I love. It's weird. Anyway, I know that's very cagey, but there's really nothing I can say about it. Time Extension reports, I knew there was something special here. Retro Collector makes history by resurrecting rare Nintendo coin-op. Wild Gunman was originally released in Japan back in 1974. A retro collector has recently come into possession of a rare 16 millimeter film reels of Nintendo's early arcade coin-op Wild Gunman, which is not the same thing as the NES black box game. And this collector has now gone on to produce a working version of the game that he is going to show off at an event in Ontario, Canada. So, like, that sucks because ew, Canada. But Wild Gunman, there's such an interesting part of Nintendo's history that they really have not, they really haven't done anything with, right? Like, a lot of the old NES, or not NES, the old Nintendo arcade stuff really has only existed in the arcades. They've never gone through the trouble of making them playable or available anywhere else. And there's a very important and rich and interesting history there. And I think this is super cool because the arcade version of Wild Gunman is film footage.
Yeah, right. It's very considering the time it came out. Yeah, it's a light gun game using film footage of cowboys. It's the same basic principle.
It's
as
really
Wild Gunman for NES, but it's an interesting thing. Yeah, a lot of their other arcade work is very derivative, which is I guess why they don't usually go back. But also, like, they could make money off of selling a pre-NES Nintendo arcade collection, and then everybody could be like, "Oh wow, Radar Scope isn't very fun." But hey, whatever. It led to Donkey Kong. You're right. Let's play some Sheriff. Let's get in there.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing that Nintendo has really. They're not the best at celebrating their history, right? But they're usually better than, like, just straight up ignoring their history.
Which, they don't completely ignore it. A lot of this stuff has shown up in various WarioWare games over the year.
Well,
but
that's fair. That's fair.
That's about it. Typically speaking, their pre-NES stuff doesn't really get much attention.
It really doesn't.
And this is really cool. It's part of their history, and it's especially the Wild Gunman stuff. Like, I want to know who these actors are. What happened to them? How did they get these jobs? I want to know all about this nonsense.
I want to know the whole thing. Like, I just finished, after finishing reading, like, Mel Brooks's book, All About Me, right? As he talks about, like, we were lucky to get this person, and we did this, and we just happened to have XYZ show up, and, like, yeah, I'll do that for you. You know, like, there's so much of, like, film and television is that, right? And now, in the 70s, you're getting a phone call like, we need a cowboy for a video game. Like, well, all right, first of all, what the fuck's a video game? You know, like, there's an interesting story there.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Go Nintendo reports Bloodstained Ritual of the Night getting another physical Switch release, DRM free, and with DLC included. That's the whole story.
That's very cool, though.
Yeah. Getting all the DLC all loaded in there. I do wish they'd make a Switch 2 version of the first Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Just to let us Nintendo owners have a version that runs uncompromised, but what you gonna do?
I thought you were going to say that let us have a version that runs, which would be a step in the right direction.
The Switch game runs. I played through it.
Yeah. It could be a lot better.
It could be.
Could be. You know what's not cool, though, Chris? You know what's not very cash money?
What's that?
The fact that Nintendo Life reports He-Man's stunning-looking beat-em-up delayed just 2 weeks before release. 2 weeks from now, we were supposed to be talking about the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction beat-em-up. I am so excited about this. I know you're so excited about this. Evan and I were talking about the fucking Power Sword fucking popcorn bucket that has a straw. That thing's fucking wild. I'm gonna have to have that. We were supposed to be talking about all of this. Just fucking He-Man all over our face, neck, and chest, Chris. And unfortunately, the game has been delayed till, I believe, the summer. That sort of nebulous summer.
You know what else comes out this summer?
What?
The Masters of the Universe movie.
I know. I don't fucking care. I want this now.
Way more sense. If you get to give this game a few more months to give it a little bit more polish and then have it come out around the same time as the movie, yeah, that makes all the sense. I didn't know Miranda Baccarin was going to be in the movie.
But here's the thing, Chris. They knew when the movie was coming out. You should have already scheduled it for that already.
Yes, they should have. Better late than never.
Don't tease me like that.
I'm good with it.
I don't deserve that. I don't. I'm a good person.
Do. It's my fault. I'm a bad person.
All right. That's
I deserve it.
That's fair.
And I'll take that hit.
All right.
This is. I hate this story. Polygon reports Street Fighter 6's incest patch doesn't change much. So they made it so that let's see. The change is that now Alex refers to Patricia's father Tom as a distant relative of my mom or something, and was a sparring buddy of my dad. Yeah, it's the Alex and Patricia, they still grew up together. Alex's father-in-law and adoptive dad is still related to Alex's mom. It's all still unnecessary incest. Why, Capcom? Why are you so insistent on this being a story in your game?
Sometimes you have to fuck your cousin, Chris.
Do you, though?
Apparently.
Because that's not what I signed up for. I do agree with this article. At least the upcoming Street Fighter film looks fun and incest-free.
My cousins are hot.
Because they live in Florida. It's hot down there. Yeah, I think the Street Fighter movie looks like a lot of fun. Did you see that trailer?
So I was going to ask, can we talk about that trailer? Because
Let's do that instead of this. Let's talk about the Street Fighter trailer instead of Alex incest.
I think it is very, very telling if you watch the Street Fighter trailer and then the Mortal Kombat 2 trailers. One of them is taking the source material seriously while not taking itself all that seriously, and the other one is shitting all over Street Fighter.
The other one is Street Fighter.
I fucking hated that trailer. I hated that trailer.
I can't figure out if I loved it or hated it. I really can't, because on one hand, it is being very true to the source material. Like, extremely true to the source material. To the extent of, like, maybe Guile's hair doesn't exist in the real world. And this is exactly why, because when you see Guile's hair on a real human, it looks stupid.
Absurd. It's absurd.
It's completely absurd. But then you're looking at all the costumes and stuff too. Like, Cammy's costume is what it is in Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah.
But there's a reason that but that's a cartoon. Real clothes don't look like cartoon clothes. So they didn't try to adapt the cartoony look of these characters into reality. They
didn't go the Marvel Cinematic Universe route.
Exactly. But they also didn't quite go the live action One Piece route either, because that works really well.
Right.
But also they didn't do much to the designs, but they just gave them just enough detail to be real.
Yeah.
The Street Fighter movie looks completely fucking insane.
It does.
Absolutely bug nuts insane.
I'm just not sure.
I don't know if I love it or not.
I mean, so obviously I'm going to watch it. After that trailer, I'm not going to go to the theater to see it. That trailer cemented the fact that I will just wait for it to come out on streaming or whatever the fuck. Because I really... The special effects looked horrendous, in my opinion. When Zangief is doing the roll for the suplex, looked just fucking terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible.
But how could it not? Or first off, they did my boy El Fuerte.
Because the Incredible Hulk looks fucking real in the Avengers movie, and that was 20 fucking years ago almost. I don't know how long ago it was, but the first Avengers movie was how fucking long ago?
It was a while ago. I mean, I'm rewatching the trailer right now. I don't know.
I reserve the right to completely change my opinion after I watch it.
I don't think
trailer looked like it was making fun of Street Fighter. That's the vibe I got from the trailer. It looked like it was treating it as a joke. The Ken Masters being an MTV thing, like, the fuck are we doing? This
was that not a story in the game though? Like, I feel like that was the thing. Like, Ken Masters was he was more celebrity, and then he went back to his friend Ryu and took it more seriously. I feel like that's a story that happened in Street Fighter, but
it's 2026.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
Like, what are we doing? It just, all of that just feels like we're making fun of it. It watching that trailer to me felt like, look at this old thing that we're making fun of. Which is obviously not their intention. Why would you spend millions of dollars to fucking shit on something? That obviously makes no sense. Right? It just really felt that way to me. I don't understand why David Dastmalchian is doing Raul Julia M. Bison. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, Raul Julia M. Bison is a particular kind of awful. It sort of works in that movie, but it's absolutely not M. Bison. Right?
Where are you getting he's doing Raul Julia M. Bison? You don't really see him at all.
Because he's a tiny, skinny little dude. It doesn't look like fucking M. Bison. It looks like Raul Julia's M. Bison.
Right. No, I see what you're saying. I'm not. But I wouldn't say that that's him doing that. That's just him existing in the role. We don't know what he's going to play the character like. It is strange to me that
have you watched any of David Dalsmalchian's work?
I have.
Okay.
I don't liken him to Raul Julia at all. I have no idea what he's going to play Bison like. Yeah, I have no idea what he's going to play, because like Bison's supposed to be intimidating, an intimidating presence, and that was one of the casting choices that I looked at and have always been like, I don't know about that one. That seems like a strange choice, because when I think of Bison, he's supposed to be pure intimidation. Like, I think of Street Fighter Alpha M Bison. I think of Street Fighter 2 M Bison. I see what you mean about the Zangief flip move thing, but I fucking love Ken's face when he's got him like way up in the air and he's about to pile drive him.
But at the same time, if you watch that Street Fighter trailer and then go and watch the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, which that first Mortal Kombat movie,
night and day,
made it. It wasn't great. Movie. Fuck, the Royals just tied it up. Camilo Duvall can suck the fattest of dicks. Sorry, that's not nice. I don't mean to use that as an insult. That's not. I'm better than that. Camilo Duvall can get fucked. That's better. He just doesn't seem to be very good at what he's trying to do, which is not allow people to score runs. And I don't understand why Brian Cashman traded for him. That
Jason Momoa is Blanca? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell if this looks great, terrible, or both. I just can't tell. But no, you're right. That first Mortal Kombat movie was not great. I think the second one looks outstanding.
The second one looks like they were like, all right, we played it safe with the first one. We were too serious in the first one. We weren't Mortal Kombat enough. But this new one, and all we can go on is the trailers, it looks like they're not shitting on Mortal Kombat. It looks like they're trying to make this work a little bit. And I think that Mortal Kombat trailer looks fucking fantastic.
It does.
Katana really looks great. Jade looks great. Shao Kahn looks fucking great. The
Scorpion looks great.
And it makes sense, right? Because Johnny Cage, what they're doing with that character of like, I'm an actor. The fuck am I doing here? Like, this doesn't make... Like, it all just kind of works, right? And it's not the Street Fighter trailer where, like, the fucking Cammy saying to Chun-Li, like, people keep talking about your thighs. I don't see the big idea or the big deal or whatever. And then the next thing she yells, like,
actress doesn't look anything like the character of Chun-Li.
No!
Like, she doesn't have Chun-Li's enormous thighs. So that line's kind of weird.
What does Chun-Li yell after that? Like, she says, like, bitch ass or stupid bitch or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
It looks like people who don't give a fuck about Street Fighter made that movie. And I just don't care for that. I don't know that I
agree with it. Doesn't look like people who don't give a shit about Street Fighter made it, because it does look like there's a lot of Street Fighter here. It's just it's doing it in such a campy way. And Street Fighter has been very anime, but I wouldn't say Street Fighter is camp. The last Street Fighter movie was camp, and that's kind of why it didn't work.
Right.
Because that's not what the game takes itself a degree seriously. If anything, this is more classic Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah. Like
classic Mortal Kombat with Toasty and all the other goofy stuff and the witch flying by the moon. Like, the old live-action Mortal Kombat games were campy. That's part of what made them so cool.
Right.
And Street Fighter's never really been that. Street Fighter's always been kind of like anime, and this doesn't quite seem to... It's too true to the source material in the wrong way.
Any movie that has multiple professional wrestlers in it probably isn't going to be good. You've got Cody Rhodes as Guile, right? which is fine. And that's certainly at least a little bit better than having the muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme, be the all-American boy Guile. But whatever, Cody is fine. You've got Roman Reigns as Akuma. He's Samoan, he's not fucking Japanese. Like, okay, fine. Then you have Hiroki Goto, who is a wrestler for New Japan. He's E Honda. Like, at least he's Japanese. But he's also not a fucking sumo wrestler. Like, you couldn't have cast a fucking... Like, if you're going to go that far, cast a fucking sumo wrestler. I don't know if you've been to Japan. They got a bunch of them. That's where they all fucking are.
No, but he's supposed to be a cameraman.
I just... Based on the trailer, I hate it. I hate it. And what's fucked up is I was watching it with the kids, and they were like, that looks great. That looks super fun. And I was like, both of you move the fuck out. You're about to be 17. It's time to make your way in the world. It just feels... I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about it. I hope...
I haven't had a good feeling about it since they
wrong.
announced the casting. Like, none of it seems to make any degree of sense. No. It looks completely insane.
It doesn't.
Whereas the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, like, everything I've been seeing about Mortal Kombat 2 has been really fucking exciting because there were glimmers of hope in that first one. I'm so glad they're not focusing on, like, why did they make a new character? Mortal Kombat's got like 4 billion characters. Why did they make a new character for Mortal Kombat? Stop that.
That movie is aggressively fine.
I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Yeah, it's aggressively fine.
Like, I need to watch it again before I watch this second one, which looks fantastic.
Yeah, I just don't know. I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope this movie is outstanding. I love Street Fighter. And I don't want... we're on the way, Chris. We're on the path to video game movies being taken seriously. We're on the way. And then something like Street Fighter 2 comes out, and it's like, nope, this is as bad as the Resident Evil movies, isn't it? Fuck yeah, it is. All right, this is a joke. Never mind. Maybe. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong.
I just don't know what to expect out of it. I just don't. And that's going to have to be okay.
I expect to be disappointed.
Where the hell were we? I think we're ready to move on.
It's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Go Nintendo reports new Super Mario 64 120-star speedrun record set. Even though Super Mario 64 is decades old, thousands of people to continue to play it in order to attempt speedruns, all sorts of categories. That is one of the really interesting things to me, anyway, about, like, the speedrunning community, is all of the, like, qualifiers that people put on them. However, there's a speedrunner named Suigi. He holds 5 world records in the 5 main categories of speedrunning in Mario 64. He said he would offer $10,000 to anyone who could topple one of his world record times, which is just outlandish. The audacity of saying something like that is so fucked up. And then he went and beat one of his own speed records by 3 seconds, which 3 seconds in a video game is...
That's a lot of time. That's an eternity.
Fucking gigantic. It's so huge. It's so huge, right? And it doesn't seem... It's 3 seconds. It doesn't seem all that big. But still being able to find ways to shave that amount of time means that there's probably more time that can be shaved off somewhere. And that's just fucking wild to me. It's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Meanwhile, IGN reports Carl Jobst files defamation lawsuit against Donkey Kong record holder Billy Mitchell. So, which I found to be a very unfortunate situation. Billy Mitchell was able to somehow convince the judge in their previous lawsuit that Carl Jobst was in the wrong and actually defamed him or something, because people didn't understand what he was trying. Like, he wasn't clear enough with what he was trying to say. I hate Billy Mitchell. He is just the worst kind of, well, technically, I'm technically right, which is the best kind of right, and therefore you owe me money. Like, he's so over litigious, and
Hey, Chris, where do dude bros get their water?
I don't know where.
Well,
actually. This guy is such a...
Sorry.
He makes me angry. He is a dick, and I know there's people out there like, oh, he's a nice guy. He was nice to me. Like, just because he was nice to you doesn't mean that he's a nice guy. He's been caught cheating. He's so disingenuous, and he really thinks that the world owes him something. So he went through this whole thing, and Carl Jobst is now filing a defamation lawsuit against him. And I really hope he wins, because I was very, very upset when he lost last time. I don't know Carl Jobst, but his videos are very interesting. His YouTube videos are usually about exposing cheaters in the various video game spaces, and they're usually pretty interesting and well researched. And everything he said in his videos about the Billy Mitchell stuff seemed to make sense to me, and he had all sorts of stuff to back it up. I still don't necessarily understand how he lost that lawsuit, but there was a lot of technicalities that went in Billy Mitchell's direction, and technically right is the best kind of right, so... Anyway. So I think Billy Mitchell's a bad guy. That's what I think, in my uneducated opinion. That's all.
It's one of the important things, right? Is to look back. So, yes, he won a defamation lawsuit against Carl Jobst. It was for $237,000. The lawsuit that Billy Mitchell won was in 2021. Jobst implied that Mitchell's prior lawsuit against a different YouTuber resulted in the latter having to pay out $1 million in damages, contributed to Smith taking his own life in 2020. It also reportedly suggested that Mitchell had expressed joy at the thought of Smith's suicide. Jobst later edited his video after Mitchell threatened legal action. Smith's brother confirmed no money had been paid. So he's not actually, like, the things that Billy Mitchell was accused of in the gaming space, records have been reinstated. It's not as simple as he said a mean thing about me and now I'm suing. It's much, much deeper than that. Which is often how these lawsuits go, right? It's a crazy thing. He's a dick. And it just sucks. It just sucks. Because, like, at the end of the day, we're talking about you're the world record holder in Donkey Kong. That's not actually a thing. Like, it's not a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool that somebody is, but that's not your stepping stone. You don't just get to walk in somewhere, be like, so I'm the world record holder in Donkey Kong, and they're like, oh my god, let me get on my knees and open my mouth. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ, I wasn't even thinking. You're a fucking chode, but you're really good at a video game? Like, it's just, anyway. I don't want to get sued either. I like you, Billy. You're a good dude. Your hot sauce is pretty good. You were nice to Dean, I think. Didn't Dean interview him? Is that what happened?
I think it was JR.
Or JR? Oh, JR doesn't work with us anymore. Fuck JR. That's terrible. I don't even know. JR was cool. Never mind. Ring the bell. Bring it back. It was a good show. Come on, Matt. What else are you doing? IGN reports after widespread criticism for being a Pokemon clone, Pikmon developer announces name change to better align with our brand identity and lore. Shut up. They're changing their name to Pikmos.
Yep.
That, you know what? I take
Totally
it back.
different.
I said shut up so dismissively, but now when I hear Pikmos instead of Pikmon, boy, do I fucking get it. It all just clicked. Ew. Stop it. Just own it. It's fine. You legit are what you are. Here is what they sent out. Dear players, since the beginning of development, we have been dedicated to building a unique and profound ecological... What the fuck is a profound ecological world? Pocket Game wrote in a statement posted to social media today, to better align with our brand identity and lore, our title is officially changing. Pikmon is now Pikmos. What does Mos represent? A complete ecosystem, a grand cosmos. This name carries a more powerful presence, acting as a better vessel for the fantasy adventure we are building. But cute creatures are still collectively known as Pikmon. See you in the world of Pikmos. Just own it. Just fucking own it. It's okay. Like, we made a game that was like these two games because they're super popular.
We would like in on that cash. Thank you very much.
Cool. It's okay. Like, anyway. Let's get to the big news, Kris.
Anyway, the big news this week, time extension reports, no emulation, no compromise, no comparison. The $250 Neo Geo Plus AES aims to be a one-to-one replica of SNK's classic console. This is an interesting thing that if it is what they say it is, can be a very cool thing with a very, very, very nasty caveat. So it's basically new versions of the original chipset. So it's not running through emulation. It's a new Neo Geo AES, which is pretty weird. Nobody has said officially that it's going to work with flash carts, but seeing as it's, quote, the machine is powered by newly manufactured chips based on the originals, it would stand to reason that it will probably work with a flash cart, which is pretty cool. It's got all the modern things like HDMI out, low latency, and whatnot, so it's a new version of the original Neo Geo. Runs original cartridges. That's cool.
Awesome. That's great.
They're also going to be original, new copies of cartridges released for Metal Slug, King of Fighters 02, Gauru Mark of the Wolves, Big Tournament Golf and Neo Turf Masters, Shock Troopers, Samurai Shodown 5 Special, Pulsar, Twinkle Star Sprites, Magician Lord, and Overtop. So, and those are all dropping at like, what, $60, $70 a piece, which is a fraction of what the original Neo Geo costs. And even
but
did
is
cost
so
when
much
it first
more
came
expensive than what those games cost other places.
Indeed. Like, you can buy all this stuff digitally, but if you want to be in the physical Neo Geo space, as this other time extension thing reports, the Neo Geo Plus AES saves you over $92,000 on the real deal.
Which is not nothing.
It's not nothing. So if you're looking for physical Neo Geo stuff, this is actually a really cool way of going about it. It's new, old stuff. Like, they were comparing on price charting, like Big Tournament Golf is $90. Sorry, so the games are all $90 a pop. Big Tournament Golf is $90. A complete in-box copy of it now, $20,306 on price charting.
Get fucked. That's
even
absurd.
Shock Troopers, the least expensive one. Shock Troopers is $90. A CIB copy is $165. So it's still a pretty solid savings to get a brand new official copy of these games.
It is, but if I'm looking at something like Magician Lord, I fucking love Magician Lord. That's one of my favorite
damn good
games. $90 for the card. So let's just say I want to play Magician Lord right now. I have two options. I dropped $250 on this Neo Geo AES Plus, or Neo Geo Plus AES. Is that what it's officially called?
I think it's AES Plus, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
No,
whatever
maybe
the fuck
plus
the plus
AES.
is.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
I feel like it should be AES Plus, but they didn't ask me. So, but that's $250, right? And then $90 on the Magician Lord cart. So I'm in the hole $340 right now. Or I can go on the PlayStation Store or the Nintendo Store or Good Old Games, and I can get it for about $8.
Yeah, $8 to $10, maybe $15 if you're feeling spicy. I don't know.
I just really don't see. I don't have. But
I've also never
with
understood
the price of the console.
I've never understood Neo Geo collectors to begin with. Like, this stuff has always been this expensive. A Neo Geo console was so much. What was Neo Geo consoles were what, $500 when they came out here in the States?
It was $650. Yeah.
So here's a brand new one for $250. That's crazy.
Like $2,500, give or take. You know,
absolutely bananas. But Time
really
Extension does make a very, very good point at the end of the article. It says, of course, all of this assumes that you have no issue with your cash partially benefiting one of the most controversial regimes of the modern era, something that a great many SNK fans aren't particularly happy about, and for good reason.
Yeah.
It says, Gosun Kugi said on Blue Sky, a 2-minute search of, quote, who owns SNK will lead you directly to Misk Foundation. So yeah, if you buy the new Neo Geo console, it's £175 directly into that murdering bastard Mohammed bin Salman's pockets. So this is very cool, but also there is SNK is owned by some pretty nasty folks, which really sucks.
It does.
But also, these folks really like video games, and so they put, all kinds of stuff in the new King of Fighters game. It's one of those very, very disturbing things that's happening in the video game space right now, with lots of pretty nasty Saudi folks investing a lot of money to gain ownership in as much of the video game space as possible because it's very lucrative. And SNK is one of those things that's it is very, very tainted. If you don't want your money going to some pretty gnarly stuff, then you have to really think about what you're going to do with how much you want this new Neo Geo, Yeah.
It's one of the few things where, this is one of the companies where the politics of it are kind of inseparable from the product, right? Yeah. Whether you agree with Mohammed bin Salman or you disagree with Mohammed bin Salman, wherever you fall on that ideological spectrum, there is no separating that from SNK, right? Because it's not like shell companies and all of these different things. It is what it is, which is fine, right? I mean, I don't think it's fine. I don't think any of it's fine. After the fucking news of what Disney is doing to Marvel this week, I don't think any of that shit's fucking fine either, right? I don't think all of our entertainment should be wrapped up in all of these just gigantic corporations, right? That's a podcast for another podcast. The thing you have to decide then, right? Like you said, you're looking $250 for the base system, $350 for the white edition with the white metal slug. It's a very nice looking system. I like it quite a bit. $1,000 for the AES Plus or Neo Geo Plus AES with all 10 games that are going to be released. The other issue that I think is important here, though, is that the Neo Geo as a home console, it's almost a misnomer, right? because there were never really home console games for the Neo Geo. They were just arcade games that you could play on your home system. So you were getting vastly different experiences. There is no Chrono Trigger for the Neo Geo.
Right. It was the Neo Geo wasn't home to those kinds of games. It was the MVS is the arcade unit, and the AES is the home consoleized version
the multi-video system and the advanced entertainment system, I think.
I think that sounds about right. You got these if you've never held a Neo Geo cartridge before, they're unlike any other cartridge you've ever held.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is that without newer games coming out, right, which I think that I read, there was like so many different news stories about this, and they had said that they plan to develop some newer games. I just don't know what the market is for this, if it's just going to be the old arcade games, because from the Neo Geo collectors I know, which is a small amount of people because it's a very niche collector market to begin with, this doesn't seem like something they would be interested in, because while it is replicating the original, it is not the original. Very on-purposely so, not the original. So that kind of collector market is pulled out of it. And then if there's not going to be new product for it, I don't know. I find this to be a fascinating but weird thing.
We sold way more copies of Vengeance Hunters for Neo Geo than I thought we would have.
Yeah.
It's kind of astounding. It's really in the day or so since this news broke, we've sold more Neo SDs than I thought we would have. Because the Neo SD is not a cheap product. And we've sold a bunch just because of this announcement. People, we get homebrew Neo Geo games.
For sure. Yeah.
Not like, oh my God, here's hundreds of copies, but they move. There are people like this stuff. I've never really understood it, but I think it's really cool that there are folks out there who are willing to spend this much money on Neo Geo related stuff, and this is a much more affordable way of doing some of it. So I find it utterly fascinating. I do wish it wasn't tied to such negative politics, but at the end of the day, it's a new Neo Geo. It's probably the most within reach that a Neo Geo console has ever been for me before. So that's kind of neat.
Without question.
Not that I have any interest in buying one, because I just don't love Neo Geo games all that much. They don't resonate with me. They never have.
I think this is so cool. And I wish I wanted it. Because, like, I'm looking on our site right now, right? I'm not going to spend $475 on Cyborg Force. I'm sure it's fucking awesome. I'm not the market for it. I'm not a Neo Geo market. I'm not. So this thing should speak to me, because I do love Neo Geo games. Always have, always fucking will. The biggest issue I have with it is that $90 price point for old ass arcade games that I can legally buy. I'm not even talking about shmemulation at this point.
Yeah, you can just legit buy them, play exactly the same way with the convenience of your modern console.
Evercade has done some great Neo Geo collections. The arcade archive stuff that are $7 or $8. There's so many ways to play these Neo Geo games. One of the things that I would want to play on it is Samurai Showdown. I already bought the Samurai Showdown collection. It had every fucking Samurai Showdown game in it, and it was on sale in the PlayStation Store for like $16. You know, and that was all of them. All of them. Not $90 for a game they haven't even fucking announced yet. You know? Samurai Showdown is not, unless I'm I don't think I'm crazy.
Just Sam Show 5, I think, was the only one that's there.
Yeah.
I like the first one. First one's stupid. I love it.
Sure.
I love the original Samurai Showdown.
This list of games. All right, so I'm looking at the list of games right here. These will be I
already read the list of games.
You did. Yeah, Metal Slug, King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown 5 Special. Yeah. Twinkle Star Sprites? Like, that's what you're going with out of the gate? Not fucking, what is it? King of the Monsters? Is that the...
Yeah, King of the Monsters ain't here. That's a big overlook.
That's the Neo Geo one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
You gotta save something for round 2, right?
You do, but, like, this is just such a weird... I don't know, man. It's weird. I wish I wanted this. First of all, I wish I had the money for it. I don't right now. But, man, I really wish I wanted this. I'm happy it exists.
And I'm actually pretty happy I don't want it, because I don't have monies.
Yeah.
I have $1,000 new fridge coming.
You do indeed.
I gotta say, like, I know it's not actually a third of the price of a fridge that you could get right now, but I still think docking them down to $1,000 was a solid deal, because I'm not going to get a fridge with I'm not going to get that kind of fridge for $1,000 with free delivery and hauling off my old fridge. I'm not going to get that. Yeah. Do I want to spend $1,000 on a new fridge? No,
absolutely
really
fucking not.
I absolutely fucking do not. But I do want a new fridge.
Not.
I want a fridge that's not broken. And I'm not going to find one for less than that. I mean, not that I've been able to find out in the world.
Robo Army? How is Robo Army not? All right, I'm going to shut up. Yeah. We could do this forever. Yeah. We need to stop, because it's time for us to take a break. That's it for week old news. It was a weird week of news. Weird week. It was a weird week of news. So with that, we're going to take ourselves yet another break. And when we come back, we're going to check in with the checkpoint, see what's been cooking in our lives. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least 2 of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
I do, but I can't, which I will explain in a minute.
Okay. Well, hey everyone, we're back. We're The Yankees won, the Phillies lost, so all is normal in the world.
The Knicks playoffs start tomorrow, Chris. They are going to beat the Hawks. The question is
care.
the Celtics.
Because the hockey, NHL playoffs, the Flyers are in the playoffs. I'm so excited because in the time that I've gotten back into watching sports, yes, the Devils are not, which is also very exciting to me. But in the time I've gotten back into watching the Flyers for the last couple of years, no, they haven't been in the playoffs in, I think, 6 years, I think.
Something like that,
maybe they haven't hosted the playoffs, but it's been a while since they've been there. And I'm really excited. They're playing against the Penguins tomorrow night. I'm just going to watch it. I'm going to put my fucking Flyers jersey on, and I'm going to sit in my living room, and I'm going to watch the Flyers in a playoff game and hope that they don't just get absolutely fucking reamed. But they've been playing really well. That game, the game that clinched them into the playoffs, was so goddamn exciting. It was so much fun. I was standing up during that because it went to... I thought they were toast, right? They were down 2-0 in the first. And I was like, they just don't have it. Like, the Hurricanes just have their fucking number. They don't have it tonight. And, but then they tied it up in the second period. They figured their shit out. Because that's the one thing about this team that I've loved them so much this season, is even when they were losing, they never fucking quit. They were always playing well. Even when the other team was playing better, they were rarely playing like shit. They've always been fun to watch this season, which has been a blast. But that Hurricanes game, they fought to the fucking end. And they tied it, and then we went to overtime. And as soon as overtime happened, it was like, we have a shit overtime record. Usually when overtime happens with the Flyers, it's like 10, 20 seconds in, it's over, we lost. But they just kept fucking going. They just kept fucking going. We made it to the shootout, and it was so close because nobody won the shootout. Like, there wasn't like one of us scored and the other scored. Like, they just brick-walled everyone. And then we went to extra shooters, and we made it through, and then fucking Vladar made the save, and I was standing up for those last two shots. I was standing in my living room, pacing, and as soon as it was over, I called my mom, who was also up watching the game, and we were all very excited. I'm just really stoked. I'm really, really excited about it, because I freaking love hockey. It's so much fun, and that game was an absolute blast to watch.
And playoff hockey is so different. Playoff hockey is special, man.
It's really special. It's really fun. I love that sport. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited for tomorrow night.
I have softened quite a bit in my old age as I sit here wearing a Yankees hat.
There's pills for that, you know.
I used to hate... Thank you. I'll look into it. I used to hate everything Philly. Hate everything Philly.
I know.
I have softened on the Phillies, and I have softened on the Flyers.
How can you hate the Phillies? They're so good at losing.
They are very good at that. That's one of the things I like about them. No, I love.
And you know
Kyle
why?
Schwarber.
It's the fanatic and
love
gritty.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper is pretty cool.
I don't even care. I'm gonna say it. I'm a 45-year-old man. I fucking love the Philly fanatic. I don't give a fuck.
I love the Philly fanatic and gritty. I love those two.
The Yankees, obviously my favorite team, there is nothing about me that should make me a Yankees fan. I couldn't
agree more. It's fascinating.
I should be the most anti-Yankees fan. That if you know me in real life, I am just the absolute antithesis of everything about them. It's my grandfather. It's my grandmother. That's why I cheer for the Yankees. Right? I grew up as a little boy. I was an Oakland A's fan because of fucking course I was. Anyway, I've softened on the Phillies. I've softened on the Flyers. I hope the Flyers do very, very well. None of the New York teams made it. Islanders, Rangers, they didn't make it. The Jersey team that I actually do give a shit about, the Devils, they didn't make it. I do hope, and I hate Boston. I love the Yankees so much that I hate anything that comes from Boston. I hate their fucking sports teams. I hate Sam Adams. I hate their fucking beans. They can all get fucked. All of them. Paul Revere can suck a dick. I said it. I'm tired of pretending he can't. Fuck Paul Revere. Oh, you had a tea party, did you? Get fucked, you assholes. Mark Wahlberg, he can go scratch. Anyway, I hope the fucking Celtics blow the doors off the 76ers, because Joel Embiid is the most unwatchable athlete in professional sports. That dude sucks. I hate him so much. Basketball is very different than it used to be. I mean, I grew up, I know you were not watching basketball back in the day.
I'm not watching it now. I've never been able to get into basketball.
I fucking love basketball. I really do. Joel Embiid is not even going to play in game 1 against the Celtics tomorrow. Like, he makes me despise that team so much. I fucking liked Allen Iverson. I really did. Anyway, this is a long way of me saying I really do hope the Flyers do well. But I also hope the Knicks do well, because that's where I got to hang my hat right now. Because the Yankees they won today. They're fine. Baseball's weird. It's early. It's whatever. The Giants are going through their shit right now. The Eagles, that's a whole other story. I will never, ever soften on the Eagles. I work in Philly, and I hate the Eagles so much that during football season, I regularly think of tendering my resignation as I drive to work. I hate it so much. I gotta see so much fucking bullshit. Oh, God. Anyway, playoff hockey is great. Go Flyers.
Yes, I'm very, very excited about tomorrow. It's going to be a fun evening.
Yeah. Should be a good time.
I don't know that I have a whole lot. Well, all right. I don't think I actually said it, so let's check in with the checkpoint.
Checkpoint!
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I keep forgetting to say it, and then I have to add the graphic and the sound effect when I don't really say it. Anyway, the checkpoint is when we talk about what we've been up to, and I'm very excited for the Flyers. I played almost no video games this week. I put a few more minutes into Mario Wonder, a few more minutes into Earthbound. I still haven't bought Gravity Circuit yet because I'm a bad person, but I did get to do some yard work.
You are a prick.
I am a prick. I was able to get a little time outside this week to really finish cleaning stuff up. I got all the rest of the leaves out of the way. So I got all the big stuff bundled up. My neighbor, Marlon, lent me, he's got a ton of the big city trash cans. So he lent me a couple of those to load up with leaves. And I got the rest of the leaves taken care of in the backyard and in the front yard. And then I mowed over whatever I didn't bundle up in those bins. I got these trees a while back from the Arbor Day Foundation. It was like when you could write in and then they would send you a bunch of free trees.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that I planted, I think 6, and 4 of them are alive. They're growing leaves. I'm so excited. So I got these trees sprouting all kinds of leaves. That's pretty cool. Everything's coming back beautifully. I have this project that I really want to do. So I'm going to try mowing the lawn this weekend. I think we're finally going to have enough growth to make it really worth it. It's starting to look a little shaggy. So I'm excited to get the mower out and properly give it a mow and a trim. Like I said, I mowed over the rest of the leaves just to do some mulching, but I'm ready to make it look properly clean out there. But there's this project
I'm excited to make my son mow the lawn. That's what I'm excited for.
I've had this project I wanted to work on for a little while. I mean, I definitely want to plant food again this year. I really dropped the ball on it last year. I really want to grow tomatoes this year. I'm going to try starting them inside. Maybe I'll start them up this weekend or next weekend. But I want to do tomatoes again, and I want to do something different with my herbs, and maybe I'll do peppers this year. I'm not sure.
Nice. That is, Ellie and I were talking about it, and we are really disappointed in what you produced last year.
Yes, it was quite a disappointment.
John's okay with it, but me and Ellie really wanted to have a intervention is the wrong word. But me and my good friend Ellie, we were talking about your lack of vegetable production last year.
So what I learned was that
fucking clown shoes. Her words, not mine. Not mine.
It wouldn't surprise me. So let's see. I'm gonna try doing because buying new soil is expensive.
Very.
I did read online that you can do like a 50-50 split with compost and soil, and my town does free compost.
That's nice.
They just dump mountains of free compost over by the school, and you can just come and get as much as just come and get as much as you can. And as long as there's still some available, I'm going to grab a couple of cans and fill them up. And I'm going to try to do a 50-50 split. Sure did. Sorry, just having to making sure Karen knows that Naga ate dinner. Because otherwise she'll go up there and be like, "Can I have more food?" And it's like, no, you already had dinner, you bitch.
Okay.
So anyways, but I really want to get plants planted this year in the garden, but I also want to do this bit so when they took down trees in my front yard around when I first got the house a year or two after I got the first house, where they took down one of the trees, I planted like a flower bed, and I decided what I want to do is I want to take all those flowers and I want to move them against my fence, because I'm tired of doing the edge trimming underneath the fence and whatnot. And there's a couple of flowers that grow there already. So I want to dig up the whole area in front of it, and I want to mulch that, get some black mulch and some stones and just make that into a big long flower bed and kind of keep the rest of the front yard flat.
Yeah.
It's a reasonably big project, but I think I can pull it off, and I don't think it'll be very expensive. Because there's a place I can get bulk stones nearby, so maybe $50 or something. I can get enough stones to just kind of make a row of big stones across, and then just buy a couple of bags of mulch. And I think I want to try that mulch glue. Do you remember that stuff? There were a lot of ads for it last year. I was very interested in the mulch glue because we get a lot of leaves around here, and if I can get mulch, spray that shit on it, and then it'll hold up to my leaf blower, I think that'd be pretty cool. I wonder if there's any real drawbacks to using it.
There probably is, but probably not significant enough.
Yeah, nothing that's really gonna I'm not that serious about it. But,
right, that's what I'm saying.
I think it could be a pretty fun project, and I think it would look real nice. And then I can take all the grass that I dig up from there and move it to these, there's this pretty bald spot next to my second driveway, because the house has two driveways for no discernible reason. I can move that grass
Castle
over there.
Randazzo.
Yeah.
The driveway over the moat.
But it was just really nice to be outside doing yard work stuff. It was just really nice to be outside this week, even though it was pretty hot.
It was.
I love going out there and doing that stuff. It was
unseasonably warm. I did not
mix
care
of soap and salt and vinegar, and killed all the weeds that had started growing in all my sidewalk cracks. I got that taken care of, and so I'm ready to do a proper cleanup. So video games really had very little to do with my week. I spent a lot of my focus was on writing the next Mario chapter. My ear's still fucked up. My ear infection thing, all the medication I was on last week did nothing. It's worse now than it's been before.
Fabulous.
It kind of hurts regularly now. I got a doctor. I have an ear, nose, and throat specialist appointment on Monday. So forward progress there. And I'm going back to the gym starting on Monday as well. I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks, which is, it doesn't make me feel very good. I like how I feel when I go to the gym, but I've also been focusing a lot on, correcting my eating habits and doing better with eating. And that's continued even on this medication. So I think I'm doing okay.
Good.
In the whole, weight loss, being healthy department, which is pretty fun. And then the only other thing I really have to talk about is, and I kind of want your opinion on this one, is I'm considering doing record store day tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sold on what I should do. I definitely don't want to go camp out and wait for 3 hours.
Right.
there's a new Collective Soul album tomorrow that is exclusive for Record Store Day.
Yeah.
It's exclusive to vinyl.
I remember that.
They haven't, obviously, it's going to come out in digitally eventually. But, like, the exclusive vinyl release is just for Record Store Day. The problem is they have released no songs from it. So, like, I'd be buying this album completely blind. Now, Collective Soul is one of my favorite bands.
Sure.
I've never disliked an album that they've released in the 800 years that they've been making records. So it seems like a reasonably safe bet, but also, like, I don't usually like buying records that I'm not going to listen to, right? Buying a vinyl record is like, no, I really like this thing. And there's a chance that I could really like it, and then maybe I won't be able to find the record because it was a Record Store Day exclusive, and then I would have to buy it secondhand for more money, which is bullshit. So I'm not sure. There's something kind of fun and exciting about the notion of going in and be like, let me take a chance on this one. Let me see what it's supposed to be. Very inspired by the Cars. So, like, I kind of like everything about the way that sounds. Like, that sounds like it could be really cool. Yeah. I love that. The Cars are by way of Collective Soul, like, okay, sure, that sounds like it's really fun. Why aren't they giving us any previews of any of the songs? I do not know. It's a very strange thing that they're doing, but it could be fun. I don't know. Man. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth going out and spending like $30 or something on a blind Collective Soul album?
I think if you can get it for $30, yeah, that would be great. From everything I've seen, Record Store Day prices this year are way more expensive than that. Yeah, I'm seeing like single LPs at a lot of record stores that have like posted prices, because different people share them on forums and whatever, is that, everybody's asking like $40-$50 for these sorts of things. And maybe not. Maybe you can get the Collective Soul, because Collective Soul is not the most popular, yeah. They're not popular. Like, obviously they're doing a Record Store Day exclusive. It's 2,500 copies. So maybe you can get it for cheaper. Man, I just don't know. Do you know what the price is?
I don't. I thought I did, but now I can't find a specific listing that says what it is. Because, like, this one says $25.98 is the official price for it, so it'll probably be like $30.
That's not bad. I think that might be worth it. I don't know that it's worth camping out for.
I'm definitely not going to go camp out. The place that the Hamilton Mall, the rock shop in the Hamilton Mall. I think, let me go see if I can find the Facebook post again and make sure that I know what I'm talking about. I think they said they're opening at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. Because, like, I know the records
we open at
that
9 a.m. tomorrow for Record Store Day. There it is. Could be fun. The
ones that I want from Record Store Day, I am not going to pay the markup that it is going to be, because I want the Cure Greatest Hits acoustic from Record Store Day. And
oh my god! Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is that like the old CD of the Cure Greatest Hits acoustic?
Yep,
that's going on vinyl. Holy shit! I love that album.
It's one of my favorite things. They're doing the greatest hits and the acoustic hits. Both of those are coming out. They're two LP sets.
I love that CD. Holy cats! Oh, wait a second. But is that just for Record Store Day, or is there an exclusive version for Record Store Day?
So there's a Record Store Day version that's coming out. It just says Record Store Day exclusive. Okay, because the regular printing of that is out of print.
It does appear to be back available.
Does it? Okay, because maybe I will grab that then.
The Cure Acoustic Hits is on sale right now on I see it on Walmart, Urban Outfitters.
Oh shit! All right,
different. Yeah.
So they must have just repressed it because it's been out of print for a while.
I didn't even know it was on vinyl in the first place. Yeah, it looks like it's coming out I think like there's an early. It looks like there's an early version for Record Store Day, which is probably an exclusive color or something. And then there's.
It looks like it's silver, and and that's what like why I was getting bummed out because I was looking at it, I was like, all right, it's silver. That looks kind of cool. I don't really give a fuck about the color. That doesn't really matter to me. But like a lot of places that I was seeing for that were like $75 for that. I'm like, I'm not.
So just the acoustic hits. I have it on Best Buy. Yeah, so the acoustic hits is $37.45 at Best Buy, and is that just the acoustic ones? And then the great.
Yeah, it's always sold.
But that's really
separate.
That would be. I mean, I listened to that so much. That acoustic version of Friday I'm in Love.
It's
so fucking good. I love that. I did not know that was showing up on vinyl. I would absolutely buy that because I listened to the shit out of the acoustic version. Oh,
I would have no problem dropping $40 on that.
Same here. That would be well worth it. But it does seem like it is regularly available elsewhere. Like you can add it to your cart right now at Best Buy. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like as far as I looked, that was like really the thing that stuck out to me. Like there were a couple different things. Like Jurassic 5 is putting out a 25th anniversary edition Record Store Day exclusive of Quality Control. It's one of my favorite hip hop records. I think that's great. I don't need it. You know what I mean? Misfits are putting out Famous Monsters. It's not Danzig Misfits, and there's other things. MC 900 Foot Jesus is putting out Welcome to My Dream 35th anniversary, which that fucking feels weird. All of that is to say, some of the Record Store Day prices I think are just crazy. If you can find that Collective Soul, I don't think it's worth camping out for. There are very
I'm just
few
thinking
things that I would
go
camp
there
out
at
for.
9 and see what happens. Like I just get in the car, I drive over there, be there for when it opens. I'm sure there'll be a line, and if there's any left, then I get it. If not, then I'll be okay.
That's okay, yeah.
So Collective Soul Touch and Go. Right now, it just everything... See that? The acoustic hits one you were just talking about, that seems like it's everywhere, but this Touch and Go album appears to be exclusive to Record Store Day.
That's so
they
weird.
have said nothing about it releasing in any other format. Not digitally, not anything. Just, this is available exclusively on vinyl for Record Store Day. And they've got to do something later, but also, like, come on.
That's so weird.
It is a very strange thing to do.
Yeah, that's very weird.
All right. No, I think the fact that you said that the Cure album is going to be there, then that might actually be worth me going out there for. Again, not to camp or anything, but get out there and see if I could. Because God, I listen to that so much. I listen to that acoustic hits. Like the greatest hits is great because it's all those original songs.
Of course,
that
acoustic hits record is special.
It's fucking magic. Oh,
yeah,
I would really like to have that. I didn't know that was going to be there. That is really, really cool.
Yeah, I will definitely just grab the regular version of that for $40 though, and not even think twice about it. I find.
Yeah, I mean, if it's any more than $40, that's what I'll do too. I'll just grab the regular one.
Yeah.
But if I'm there and the Collective Soul one's there and they have any of this, then maybe I'll grab that too because that's well worth the price. That's all I had to talk about. What you got cooking?
I also did some yard work this week. I was not happy that the trees that were next to my house were flowering and doing all of those things, so I cut them the fuck down because these were there were some birch trees.
Prejudice.
Yeah, with very extreme prejudice. There were some trees on the side of the house. Like one of them was like a birch tree or whatever, and then I don't know what the other ones were. But these were trees that I should have cut down 2 years ago. But then I got sick and I couldn't. And then last year I just didn't have the energy to do it. And I'm still not fully back and recovered in all of those things. And doing this kind of stuff really does take a lot out of me. But this week, like the trees were above the roof line of the house. They were above the second story. And I was like, look, if I don't go get these now, I'm just not going to. because then it's going to be another week or two, and then they'll have enough flowers on them, and then they'll have enough leaves or whatever the fuck, and then I just was, so fuck it, if I don't do this right now, I'm just not going to do it. So I went out there, and I just took 3 fucking trees down by myself, and I should have asked for help. I really should have, but I didn't, and that was fine. And I was fucking sore for a couple of days afterwards. I was really, really hurting, and that is, it's one of the unfortunate parts of like the recovering from chemo and recovering from cancer and all of those things, right, is that not only am I sore because the sickness and the treatment took me out for so long, but then I'm also sore because I haven't done these sorts of things in so long because I'm still recovering. So it's kind of like this, vicious kind of cycle. But I'm still every day and every month and every week and whatever the fuck, working through it and getting better and all of that. So it was nice to get out there and do that. I do want to say, friend of the show, Patrick Hickey, author, video game voice actor, all of those things. He put out on his socials that he found he was also diagnosed with cancer, with skin cancer. He had surgery earlier this week. It has not spread to his bones or anything else, which is awesome news.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. So he had the surgery for it. The surgery was successful. Fuck cancer. Love Patrick. Wish him just all the best in the world. Speedy recovery. His family's been through enough. He's a good dude. I like Patrick a lot. And that's a weird caveat to put on that. If I didn't like him, I would be like, no, fuck cancer, really, for anybody who gets it. But I was really, really happy to see that Patrick is going to be okay and all of that. I spent part of the week playing some games that were generously gifted to me. Mike gifted me a game called Dandy Ace, which plays very similarly to Hades, but instead of like mythology, you're a magician. It's pretty cool. I haven't gotten as much time with it as I would like to, but it's pretty fun so far in that like roguelike, just one more run kind of thing. I was also gifted by Anthony, one of our listeners. Thank you very much. I was gifted Valfaris, which is a really cool shooter that I've had my eye on for a while. I think you've mentioned this one before. We've talked about this, Kris, a little while ago. This game came out in 2019, but it's kind of like a 2D, it's like a Contra type thing. Cool looking graphics though. It's very metal. This game, it's very heavy metal, and I've had it on my just kind of out of the corner of my eye, I remember that game. That looked fucking dope. Just never picked it up. Anthony generously gifted that to me, as well as Costume Quest and Resident Evil Revelations and Sonic Adventure 2. Which I probably gifted to Roddy. So I've got plenty of other things to play. I've spent some time with that this week. The main thing that I've been spending time with, though, I cannot talk about. Also, thanks to Anthony, I am going to be writing the review for the upcoming PS5 exclusive Saros. And the only thing I am allowed to say about it right now is that I have indeed gotten my copy of Saros. Saros is the follow-up to Returnal. It is Housemarque's next big game. It is one of the things that PlayStation has put a lot of money and advertising behind. Returnal was that kind of like bullet hell roguelike, you kind of, very, very difficult game. I liked Returnal a lot. Housemarque has said that their goal with Saros is to kind of tweak that gameplay cycle, make it a little bit more accessible, right? One of the things that Returnal suffered from was that the runs would end up being very long, right? So in something like Hades, for example, Hades is great because your run, if it's shitty, is like 10 minutes, and you're like, all right, well, fuck, that sucked. All right, one more try. And at its maximum, a run in Hades is like 30 to 35 minutes, so it's like, all right, cool, one more run. Let's go in and see if I can get better. In Returnal, sometimes I was having runs of like 90 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes. And that really kills that sort of, all right, fuck, I died, shit. That was really fun. Let me give one more run. Because I don't have another 90 minutes to spend on the game. So, Housemarque has said, that's something they'd like to push on. They've shown a ton of trailers for Saros. We've been talking about this game for a couple of years, just based on the trailers. Really, really interesting looking game, and I can't say anything more than that. The review embargo is in place until April 24th. So that is when I can publish my review for ztgd.com. So I encourage everybody to please go out there. First of all, go out, check out their podcast, check out their work. But also on April 24th, go there and check out my work with my review for Saros.
Well, awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about you.
Yeah. Hey, man. I feel like a real boy now. Like I have like a review embargo and I had to sign stuff. Like, that's cool. It's fun. I know this is old hat for you. You're a big old professional, but like I'm an asshole. Takes me a little longer to catch up. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. The bulk of my time is the thing I can't talk about. Which is, I feel like, is sort of a humble brag, and that's not like what I'm trying to do, but I'm just being honest.
That's fair. I understand.
Yeah.
I smell what you're cooking.
That's that. There are a bunch of things that came out as well that I really want to play. I really want to buy Mouse PI. I really fucking want to buy Mouse PI. I should not buy Mouse PI right now, but I really, really want to. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm enjoying Earthbound. I'm looking forward to talking more about that. I'm not even going to talk about that. I also did put a little bit more time into DK King of Swing. I have thoughts on that game as well. It's going to be an interesting couple of months for the Super Series. I think we both made some very interesting picks here, so
we certainly did.
Good conversation.
We certainly did.
Well,
but on that note,
we'll wrap this up.
Everybody fuck off.
Yeah. Let us wrap this up. Let's call it a night. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and that is our show. Join us next week for what the hell's going on next week? The Cartoon
Express.
Yeah, SAG Cartoon Express. We're talking about... What was the cartoon now? I don't even remember. Let's take a look.
I have not watched it yet.
Yeah, I usually watch it the day of, because if I watch it before I'm not going to remember. No. This is fine. Where is the Cartoon Express? Oh, Earthworm Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Cartoon Conqueror Worm. Yeah, we'll see how that rolls for us. Hopefully we remember what we said about Earthworm Jim last time, because apparently we really missed... We said a lot of things about Wing Commander last time that we don't remember saying, because... Who can remember things in this day and age?
Yeah.
Our brains are Swiss cheese.
In the Big 26? Who can remember?
And that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep the show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by banjo guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank all our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for you folks. I would like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That is it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.